Well, this first op-ed will cover two topics: the continued exploitation of a child riddled with aspergers, which is a symptom of autism. As stated here, Asperger's syndrome is one of a group of neurological disorders known as autism spectrum disorders. AS is considered to be on the mild end of the spectrum. People with AS exhibit three primary symptoms: having difficulty with social interaction, engaging in repetitive behaviour, standing firm on what they think or told to think, focusing on rules and routines. Ironically, an illness caused by the very system of skullduggery and groups Greta Thunberg represents via vaccines. That's the stupidity of it. She's protecting the system that made her sick. Now, as mentioned in the article, Asperger's and autism have seen a rise in recent decades, and some people have suggested that vaccine exposure, particularly measles vaccine and thimerosal, a mercury preservative used in some vaccines, causes Asperger's. And they went on and said, however, the overwhelming majority of studies shows no evidence for any association between immunization and Asperger's. Who did those studies? The medical industry? Vaccine manufacturers? World Horror Organization? The point is, only one thing has increased over the past few decades apart from taxes, and that is the use of vaccines. Then we have Asperger's, autism, and ADHD have all appeared since the increase in vaccines given to children. Coincidence? I think not. And what the system are doing now is they're going to great lengths and costs to promote it. But since when has the system ever been interested in our health? Like never. Shite in the food, the air, the water, the medicines, cigarettes, alcohol, wine and spirits, sugar-based products, plastic rice, really. Plus the ridiculous cost for basic treatment in America alone, where hospitals charge $450 for 2 small bandages and a cardboard wrist splint. $450. It shouldn't have even cost $4.50. Yes, you, Kissimmee Hospital. Or anything from $800 to $2,000 for 1.5 hours work for a root canal if you go to the dentist. So don't tell me that they're interested in our health. Never mind all the MK Ultra and the spraying of American cities with syphilis and TB and all kinds of other, what was the other one? Lyme disease. And let's not forget the FDA role in all this. Approved aspartame, remember, which is a hazmat product. They call in the nuclear people if it's spilt in its raw form. 2 sugars, please, or a hazmat suit. All courtesy of Donald Rumsfeld, who, like Cheney and Bush these days, remain eerily quiet, do they not? The powers that were, using kids with disabilities that they created in my opinion, is a complete and utter piss take on that child. And Greta needs to focus on why she is protecting the very same system who gave her disabilities. Perhaps she would be better reading the Paris Agreement. It's nothing to do with climate change, which was global warming, which was oil scarcity. Remember, we were running out of oil by 1999. Then it changed to global warming. Then that got disproved. And now it's climate change. The climate changes every second of the day, funny enough, no matter where you are. But what it also shows is how far the alt media has come into pushing the narrative out of the masses. So much so now, they are now resorted to using coach children to get their message across, using the guilt factor of her disease that they give her. It's quite a fall and climb down from the entity that controlled absolutely everything. Now, not so much, as the intel showed. You know, it's an extraordinary event in and of itself, using kids to convince people over to the elite's whims. Now, where have we heard or seen that before? Recognise the pattern is the key to solving many problems or mysteries.